Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. Tariffs and trade deals, the U.S. economy grows more than expected, a Kamala Harris announcement, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. The Trump administration announced a major new healthcare data program that would allow Americans to share personal data and medical records across health systems and apps. The government is partnering with major tech firms, including Google, Amazon, Apple, Oracle, and Microsoft, as well as healthcare giants like United Health Group and CVS Health, to share patient data across the system. The initial focus is on diabetes and weight management, but the program aims over time to modernize Medicare's digital tools and improve data sharing across systems. Officials said patients will benefit from a system that allows them to call up their records across systems, but privacy advocates warned that the program raises ethical and legal concerns about the ways in which those medical records could be used. President Trump revealed several new trade policies yesterday. First, he slapped a 25% tariff on India, plus a penalty for the country buying energy and military equipment from Russia. He later hit Brazil with an added 40% tax, partly in retaliation for what he says is a witch hunt against the country's former president. Trump ended the day by slapping a 50% tariff on all copper imports and then revoking the de minimis exception, which exempts packages worth less than $800 from tariffs for all countries. He had suspended the provision for packages just from China and Hong Kong in May. The president also said he will not extend the deadline for his reciprocal tariffs to restart on countries that have not made new trade deals with the U.S. As of June 20th, 2025, the United States has generated approximately $75 billion from tariffs, which is an increase of 85.7% compared to the same time last year. President Trump also announced a trade deal with South Korea, putting 15% tariffs on South Korean goods, much higher than they were just a few months ago, but lower than Trump had threatened. Under the terms, South Korea will make $350 billion in investments in the United States and purchase $100 billion in liquefied natural gas. President Trump said in a social media post that South Korea's president, Lee Jae-myung, would visit Washington in 2 weeks to make further announcements. Senators rejected an effort to block U.S. arms sales to Israel, sticking with the increasingly isolated government of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, even as lawmakers of both parties expressed growing concerns about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza. The votes took on new prominence following an international outcry over images of malnourished babies and children. Global food insecurity experts have said famine is unfolding in the enclave, where at least 16 children under age 5 have died of hunger-related causes since mid-July, according to a UN-backed report based on information provided by Hamas. Former Vice President Kamala Harris confirmed Wednesday she won't enter the 2026 California governor's race, ending months of mounting speculation about a return to politics after a crushing defeat in the 2024 presidential race to Donald Trump. In a statement posted to her social media account, Harris said she had reflected deeply and decided not to seek elected office for now. The statement read, "For now, my leadership and public service will not be in elected office. I look forward to getting back out and listening to the American people, helping elect Democrats across the nation who will fight fearlessly, and sharing more details in the months ahead about my own plans." Harris served as California's Attorney General and later as U.S. Senator before becoming Vice President under President Joe Biden in 2021. Democratic fundraisers have said they would not support Harris after she spent $1 billion in her 90-day campaign for president with nothing to show for it. The U.S. economy grew at a much stronger than expected pace in the second quarter, powered by a turnaround in the trade balance and renewed consumer strength, the Commerce Department reported on Wednesday. Gross domestic product, a sum of goods and services activity across the sprawling U.S. economy, jumped 3% for the April through June period, according to figures adjusted for seasonality and inflation. That topped the Dow Jones estimate for 2.3% and helped reverse a decline of 0.5% for the first quarter that came largely due to a huge drop in imports, which subtract from the total, as well as weak consumer spending and tariff concerns. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.